What's up, y'all? Y'all know I'm back. I was gonna make a video yesterday. Just too upset. Texas, boy. Hopefully y'all really see that this Tom Herman character is a fucking fraud. You know, I didn't want to cuss and all that, but fuck that. Straight up. If you all want to tell me, based on our senior led team with Ellinger, all the senior led DBs, with all the other underclassmen that have talent, i.e. Osai, Cosme, all those other guys combined would lose to TCU, would lose to Oklahoma, who a lot of their starters didn't even play, been suspended. Was suspended for the first 5 games of this year. And you want me to have, I guess, for a moral victory? Fuck that. TCU game should have been close. Oklahoma game shouldn't have been close. Tech game shouldn't have been close. The problem with this team, and I've said numerous of times, is Tom Herman. He is the problem. And this fool gonna get on stage yesterday talking about what a heck of a ball game. Bitch, we lost. The fuck you mean, heck of a ball game? But that's the type of coach Tom Herman is. The type of coach he is. Dude is garbage. I told y'all from the jump. U of H do not lose to no UConn just because Greg Ward Jr. doesn't play. But y'all didn't want to hear that from me. Y'all didn't. I saw the writings on the wall. In that conference, University of Houston, 9 times out of 10 is more loaded than anyone else. And that's a fact. And you lose to UConn because Greg Ward Jr. is hurt. But you got Big Ed Oliver. You have all kind of talent out there, man. All kind of talent. Receivers for days, catch anything. And you lose to UConn. The quarterback wasn't that bad. Was his name Smith or Pot Smith, whatever his name is, from Katy. He wasn't that bad. And you still lose to UConn. Texas fans, y'all better wake the fuck up. You know, because we're in a sad state, man. We're in a sad A&M one. Beat Florida. Beat Florida. Here he is. We can't even beat TCU. Straight up. That may be the defining moment for A&M. A&M may come back and start winning some shit now. And it's going to show that he was worth that money. Official. Shit, Tom Herman ain't worth a fucking penny. And that's real. Do y'all know who the fuck we got left? Iowa State, K-State, Oklahoma State. Being 2-2 now, we beat Kansas, we beat West Virginia. It's easy to look at us and say we got 4 or 5 losses left. Easy. With a senior-led team, 4 and 5 stars. And listen to the people that we may lose to. Iowa State, Oklahoma State, and Kansas State. Let that sink in. Compare our athletes to any one of those 3. So that goes to tell you the reason we are losing. I mean, just look at TCU. Oklahoma, yeah, that could be. Even though we are better equipped for winning than them with our athletes, our star athletes, they've been kicking our ass for so long that, hey, it is what it is. You kind of figure that's coaching too, but TCU, Iowa State, K-State, and Oklahoma State. I don't even know if any of them finish in top 25 in recruiting. Maybe Oklahoma State. Maybe. I don't think so, but maybe. So from the jump, we already know what that is. Coaching. Coaching. But you dumbass fucking Herman fans will never see it that way. We'll never see it that way. Y'all are pathetic. Y'all really are. It's time for this cocksucker to go. Let him go to coach USC. They said they were gonna that's who want him. Let him go. Let him go. He's a California boy. Let him go. Don't go UCLA. Fucking let him go. His services isn't needed here anymore, man. For real. Dude is garbage. You bring in Chris Ash and hell, fucking, I spoke about this on the other video with about, you know, Spencer Rattler. I said, hey, he gonna throw some interceptions, which he did. He didn't throw for the 300 to 400 yards, but he didn't need to. He didn't need to because of the fact of their run game just slicing us fucking apart. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. We have horrible leadership in this Texas program. Period. Y'all should have known something was up with this dude when he kissing motherfuckers over there. Come on, man. I ain't never met no great coach that kissed no boys. Let's be real. Bear Bryant, Saban, Urban, fucking Mac, fucking Pruitt. And I don't, not Pruitt, the guy over there at Georgia. I mean, I don't care the great coaches in this game today. Name one that kiss boys, that have kissed boys like that. Y'all should have known something, man. That's that California shit. Straight up, that shit ain't fucking for here. And the only reason why he was winning in Houston is all because of Greg Ward Jr. Don't get that fucking shit twisted. And that's why he took that job. You see, he got that job because Ohio State was fresh off of a national championship, and you see that the coach got fired at what, 8-4, 9-4, something like that at Houston, and he got fired for not starting because they started out at 1-4, and then Greg Ward Jr. took over, and they finished 8-5 or 9-5 or 9-4, something like that. I know Greg Ward Jr. won all them games. He came in as a receiver. I mean, he was playing receiver, and they were 1-4. He took over, and he won all them games, and then that's when Herman came in. So they fired that coach at 9-4 or 8-5 or something like that. They fired him. Herman came in, and Greg Ward Jr., his second year playing quarterback. Of course, he's a, you know, I mean, go look at it. There's nothing Greg Ward Jr. couldn't do. I mean, just go look at the highlight reels. And that shit is uncoachable. That's natural instincts. And Greg Ward Jr. been doing that shit in fucking high school. Been doing it. So we're in a bad situation, y'all. And the first things first, you gotta cut the head off the snake. Gotta get rid of them. It is what it is. But back to Iowa State, K State, Oklahoma State. Do y'all really think they have the athletes to beat Texas? No. Don't tell me anything about Chuba Hubbard and all them motherfuckers. I don't want to hear that. I don't. I don't. I don't. You know, like I said, and this cocksucker bring in Chris Ash when all he had to do was just pay Navy or whatever his name is, because it seemed like he had the fucking solution. That's what it looked like. Oh, Navy or Chris Navy or whatever his name is. I can't remember. Navy or whatever. Seemed like he had the motherfucking solution. Straight up. They got rid of Beck bitch ass, which Beck needed to go. We couldn't adjust to the Big 12 shit. This is motherfucker, this ain't no goddamn Big 10. These motherfuckers slaying this bitch all over fucking the South. For real. You can't adjust to the Big 12, you gotta go. And I liked him back. I did. I did. But he had to go. And if anybody wanted to tell y'all, excuse me, if anybody would tell y'all, and I end up thinking, okay, Herman gonna be okay, especially with that 10-4 season. I said, okay. Then we fell off. And it looks like the more and more time, man, Charlie Strong players leave this program, the sucker we get. Charlie Strong had 2 years to coach. You know, Ford and what's that other one? Malik and all them motherfuckers had a couple years to coach them. Herman came in Malik's 3rd year. We barely lost to USC, but we ended up having a pretty good year. We ended up winning the bowl game, beat Missouri. The boys went to the league. Next year, strong players, the ones that stayed, Ford and all of them. We ended up beating Georgia in the bowl game, in the BCS bowl game. And on New Year's 6, I mean. And now that they're trickling out of the off the roster, last year we dropped. This year we don't look like, it's looking like Strong's players are way more developed. I mean, look at fucking what's his name over at Saints, undrafted free agent and playing. I watch him. I'm a Saints fan. So Malcolm Roach, yes, he's playing. He's fucking playing. And that's why Urban came on there and said something about developing players, you know. And he's right. Shit. I don't know what y'all talking about developing players. You know, he's developing players and shit like that. These motherfuckers ain't proved me shit. Like, they showed me shit. Not a fucking thing. Yes, Ingram. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Ingram is the best running back. There are 2 different backs out there. You have the power back, which is Roshan Johnson, downhill runner, and he gonna give you what he needs downhill. That's why you give him to the ball when he's on goal line on the 1 or whatever. You give him the fucking ball instead of giving it to Ingram. Ingram had another costly fumble. You know, that was on Ingram. I'm going to sit there and say it like it was. That was on Ingram. But running backs fumble from time to time. That's just how it is. You get hit more than anybody on the motherfucking squad, you know. It is what it is. But for these running backs that have 4 and 5 star running backs to have a motherfucking combined 11 carries and abandon the run game, you're talking about we couldn't get nothing going on 11 fucking carries? What the fuck do we have going on here? 11 carries combined, 4 and 5 star running backs combined, 11 carries. And you saying we couldn't get nothing going? Do y'all see my point? Or y'all still stuck on this? Oh, Herman will be okay. Herman will be. Kind of sound like this fucking country, huh? But hey, we really look horrible, y'all, to America, for real. Like we we are pretty much a joke to our programs. Like you ought to see the Bestest boys and all this and that, and we are the laughing stock of college football, and rightfully so. And rightfully so. We have regressed under Tom Herman. Y'all said we regressed under fucking Strong, and y'all got rid of him in 3 fucking years. This motherfucker done had 4 years. Get rid of his bitch ass. Let him go back to Cali. Let's be real. You know, I was on the Herman train. I was like, okay, well, you know, because I saw the first 2 years. I was like, okay, yeah, we'll be all right, you know, we'll be all right. Then we regressed. Soon as, like I said, soon as strong players start trickling out the program, we have regressed. We have regressed. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not going to say anything about, you know, hey, well, you know, the run game couldn't get established and Keontae fumble, turnovers or costly penalties. All that shit is fucking coaches. Straight up. Now I understand if Oklahoma was at full force. I really do. They were at full force, then hey, we can have an argument. Because that game at full force could have went either way. Either way. But they ain't at full force. And they kicked our ass. Even though we came back and bring it to overtime, we still lost. We still lost. Still lost. So, hey, I told y'all, man. I told y'all the last video. Y'all motherfuckers didn't want to listen. So, hey, it is what it is. But look, listen when I tell you, man. Iowa State, K-State, and fucking Okie State. They look like the 3 best teams in the goddamn Big 12 to me. And I'm going to be honest with you. K-State already knocked off Oklahoma. Iowa State could do it. And them motherfuckers lost to Louisiana, Lafayette or some shit. What? What? Hey. We'll see. We'll see. But hey, I'm out, man. I already done gave y'all my 2 cents long time ago. Shit, I made a video. Video picked up some views, so hey, I'm just here to speak the motherfucking truth. And it is what it is. Y'all have a good Sunday. You know, I guess we got to buy this week or some shit. Come back the next week. It is what it is. I'll holler at y'all.